Good. Honestly, it's almost good morning, to be fair. So, today we're doing a bit of a quest completion day. We have a few things we want to fix. We start with this, throw that on there, and we want, where is it? The Holy Blessed Casing of the. That means that our bolter always hits. Every single shot hit, also critical hits. So that means that I get a free crit. That means I get a free shot. So yeah, no. If I actually were something like the Arch Militant or something like that now, Soldier Arch Militant with that, that would be really, really, really ridiculous because that would just be shooting constantly. And I'm not going to lie, I'm tempted to do that. But also, Pascal, you have 20 plus tech use. We don't have anything on you there. Type. The medical one I actually kind of enjoy you having. 6 ranged attack. If we do this, this is something I thought about. 8 fire rate, 6 fire rate, 6 fire rate, 6 fire rate, 3 fire rate, 4 fire rate. What is the weapon with the highest fire rate we have? 7? We're looking for pistols with fire rate, really good fire rate. I think the one is this one. 8 fire rate. Ripper. Okay. And then we do that. And we take 6 plus fire rate. 3, 8 fire rate. That is fire rate times 2. 16 range damage. Okay, fair enough. That's really good. And honestly, we're going to do... Where is it? Where is it? We show helmet off. Show. Okay. Do it like that. Do we have another? Harry isn't really going to be relevant for you, right? Dodge property. You know what? Sort by newest. That might actually be better. All wearers attack abilities cost +1 AP, but have... Okay, no, that feels awful. Melee hit chance, base dodge. Those can just go to cargo. Same with you. Drukari equipment. Can you actually equip that? No, you can't. Okay. Ballistic skill, everything is just pumped up now. Do we have anything that is our 10 plus armor if the wearer is in half cover? What is your perception? Your perception is 50. You know what? That's we put on. So we have 16 damage. Do we have anything? here's the kicker, like, a lot of the things we have now is just not worth it. When wear is under effect of an ally's ability, gain free dodge until the end of... that's not really great for our character. Yeah, no. I think that's what we're going to run with our character now. And the eagle one is... Start soaring adjacent, willpower tech, +1 perplexed. Ooh, ooh. My question is this: are we going to make Abelard into a perplexed machine, make comboing that off the eagle with that thing? That could be a good combo, but no. Because you have the chest piece here. When the wearer blocks an attack, all adjacent creatures must pass a toughness resistance test or suffer a perplexed. What does perplexed actually do? Perplexed. Okay. -2 ballistic, weapon skill, intelligence, and perception. Okay. But I will lose a lot of armor if I do that, which is also really sad. Anyhow. So we have equipped... You don't have anything equipped there. Finish the job. I don't know. No. No, 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 no. Five tech use, 3 to flame weapons. 3+ damage to flame weapons. Is there... Can I combo and actually get even more weapon plus to flame weapons? I don't think... There is some items that does it, but I don't remember what. The question is, are we going to reduce 15 Medicaid to... No, we're staying at 100 Medicaid. So, it's just you left, and we are throwing this one on instead of that. That means she gets a bit of health back, and she's good. You still don't have one in the second slot there. You know what? More Imperium lore there. Enjoy. Tech use. Whenever an ally in the 2-cell radius gains momentum, they also gain equal amount of wounds. That's not bad. Including critical damage. Info where it hurts. If the execution's next attack successfully attacks is under any damage, immediately suffer 3 instances of damage for each of the effects. This damage plus 11 Medicaid skill. Okay, yeah. Anyhow, that is it with party. Dragoness wants our help, but we are going to do internal things today. We're going inside the void ship. And I clicked the wrong button, of course. We have the systems over here. Scout out the planet from Voigtver. We have 2 systems down here. We have a few rumors here. How are we actually with this? We do... we have gathered a fair bit. We've gotten a lot of Xeno stuff and things like that. If we go to colonies... Kivagama. Yes, we actually can make that one. Don't... Okay, so battle servitors, in-ship encounters, rogue trader squad is supported by friendly combat servitors. That is not bad. There's no... And that makes it so we could actually get this one. The Lance. It's a solid upgrade from what we have. +2, 9 times weapons. Prow plating. Minus security. Mechanicum, minus efficiency, profit factor, and evasion. I want to go this one, just to get the tech used. Rogue Trader, plus tech, 10 tech use. It's minuscule. It's minuscule for my character. It's minuscule. It's not going to make a big difference. Giant in Kivagama. Giant. Okay, we'll do that first then, because that's going to unlock the reaping here, which means we get more provisions and a bit more profit factor. Okay, fair enough. Everything here is locked behind reputation and people. Veobos Dreamless gives us more chemicals. Tester Wills. 6 times people. I want to get this though. I want to get this damage to the ranged attack. That is just a solid one when we're rolling with the group we have. It is so solid. But at this point we're not getting any more people. No, we're doing internally. We have a few things we want to check out internally and talk to people internally in the ship. So we're going to go and do those things first. Cassia wants
High factotum Janris Danroke is the Lord Captain's trade advisor, who handles the intricacies of the rogue trader's commercial endeavors. Speak to Janris on the Void Ship's bridge.
Okay, so 2 things. Cassia wants to talk to us. Jay wants to make us a deal. So we are going to do that. We're talking to Argenta as well.
Greetings.
Okay, nothing you really have.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. You are the only one who I trust to hear this confession. The thought of being Novator both frightens and sickens me. How can I manage an entire house if I cannot even control my powers? I am just grateful to you for always being close and guiding me to the right path. Thank you, Rogue Trader. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls until you decide otherwise.
I hope you're a little safer now that Elena Orselio has been executed.
On the contrary, Lord Captain. The mere thought of what happened tightens a grey-blue slip noose around my throat. To realize, again and again, how fervently your subjects hate you. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should not have darkened your colors with my own struggles.
Okay.
I have enjoyed your company.
Okay, so we have talked. We leveled up. Okay, we leveled up. That's fucking hilarious. What do you actually want? You want Imperium lore and stuff like that. That would pump up our lore in general. Why does that go minus? Willpower. What the fuck's going on? Huh? I think we're going intelligence. I think we're going intelligence. That is coercion, commerce, coercion. We already have a lot of people being really good at coercion. Sweet. Cassia is just a fucking monster when it comes to it. Commerce. How are we with commerce? Cassie is also a monster in that. Yeah. You want willpower. And then you want persuasion. Imperium lore. No. Warp lore. You want commerce? Coercion? Persuasion? Persuasion. Yeah. Perception. Imperium lore, you're not even Siemens lore, you're actually really high in. Medicaid. Yeah, we're pumping up Medicaid more on you. So you're an assassin. You know what? Awareness. Awareness, yeah. You are also perception and awareness. That boosts a lot of your abilities in general, so I feel like that is the best option for you. And you fellowship. You know what? Weapon skill might actually be right up your alley. Carl's is that as well. Intelligence, strength, Medicaid, demolition. Yeah, demolition. And you don't even have that. I could make a really, really, really good character by just pretty much popping Overseer into Servo Skull into go that route. I am really tempted to do that. The problem is Cassia is so stat filled with things that I kind of don't really want to do that.
The Tech Priest. The blinking screen displays the following: // input datic dot / nom_os stat dot.
Sounds my presence.
This mechanism was molded in the forges of the Adeptus Mechanicus so that it might serve the rogue trader. It was in your presence that its machine spirit first manifested itself. A miracle of the Omnissiah and a testament to his glory.
Went to the text was that's supposed
The
to be?
screen blinks, and a new entry appears.
The machine spirit has recognized the one who stands before it. The previous string of sacred code signified a greeting as well as acknowledgement that you have successfully completed a certain task.
What,
Now the great mechanism stands ready to process your request.
what task?
The answer lies beyond the bounds of my knowledge.
The tech priest looks back at the cogitator.
My supposition is that it might have something to do with your recent travels.
The vid screen flickers
Okay.
repeatedly and updates the text.
Enough of
Forward
this. I
slash
wish to
for-
inquire something.
The tech priest pause.
Hand over the key to the Gamma data bank access.
The tech priest connects the data slate to the cogitator's drive with such care, as if he is holding the greatest of treasures. The servo motors hum as they begin to stir, and lines of text on the vid screen swiftly replace one another. // input pack.comp.
The great mechanism has transformed the secret data into a format that you can comprehend without the assistance of a servant of the Omnissiah.
The tech priest retrieves the data slate from the heart of the cogitator.
I am IH 630 of the Adeptus Mechanicus, a faithful servant of the machine god. The venerated Engine Seer Prime has entrusted this sacred mechanism into my care so that I may assist in your understanding and comprehension of its hallowed code.
Okay.
Reporter, Unit Q59.
Info.
Reporter, Unit Q59/0, Research Group. Subject of study, active samples of the terrible disease. Assigned name, Tech Blight. Effect, the Tech Blight is capable of corroding matter and destroying it from within at a terrifying speed. This deadly plague infects mechanisms as well as any metals and other materials used as their basis. No technology known to the Crimson Priesthood, neither gifts from the Great Omnissiah nor heretical products of Xenos, can withstand this onslaught. The disease poisons and warps the very essence and taints the code of sacred mechanisms. Observations. The Tech Blight triggers an effect that is repulsive at its core. It transforms metals into horrific forms of an unpredictable nature. During testing, it demonstrated the ability to fuse solid matter with organic objects, creating something new as a result. The phenomenon was assigned the name tech splicing. Method of transportation, ceramic capsules. Burnt clay is the only thing that can contain the pestilence. Extra caution must be taken given the container's fragility. Any damage might result in an uncontrolled outbreak. Damaging the containers is _unacceptable_. Current stage, tests to subjugate the Tech Blight to his will and turn it into a weapon subject to the Omnissiah's wisdom. Test result assessment, success. Note, the tests triggered an event recorded under the name Incident N872-04. The quest for knowledge in his name will continue. Hypothesis 1. The Tech Blight was created in the darkness of unknown worlds, away from the eye of the great creator. Hypothesis 2. Any taint that exists to harm the machine god's creations can and will be bent to his will.
Okay. So we have uncovered one mystery. Missionary. Hey. Where do we have Skull? Skull is there.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Have you studied Dement's neural augmatic yet?
I have destroyed it.
A slight telltale rattle in Pasquale's voice makes him sound unconvincing.
You're lying.
This statement is true. I am yet to settle into a definitive course of action. I am running a spot diagnostic on the memory of the heretic Dements, even though purity protocols stipulate that his blasphemous knowledge must be eradicated. I am not drawn toward forbidden information, but only to data concerning the blessed Amonats.
Have you found out
The
anything?
success has been partial. Dement's Haneman's identity has been confirmed. The widespread influence of paranoid motivations is observable in his cognitive processes, which is what seems to have caused him to break his vows. However, extensive regions of his memory have been damaged by forbidden technologies and are, for now, defying decryption.
Okay.
My study of the minds of the tech comrades, Abel, Tarsus, and Dements, has revealed an anomalous similarity between the patterns of damage their memories sustained, What I attributed to cognitive idiosyncrasies, synaptic damage, and the distortive action of scrap code may be the result of a different kind of influence. The undecryptable data fragments in their memory arrays are mysteriously symmetrical.
What happened?
An echo of
What
the
corrupted
world.
demands?
Energies of the immaterium that had seeped into real space and taken the shape of a Vox signal. I have found recorded cases of similarly induced corruption in the archive. Listening to the void is a perilous occupation.
But you did want to know what he knew. You are interested.
The quest for knowledge is our mission of highest priority. But what Dement's promise was not knowledge, but a distorted copy of it. This was not what the Deus Mechanicus had told us to seek.
It has ever occurred to you that all these events may be parts of Amaranth's plan?
That is a valid hypothesis, but not a very likely one. Its truth value is irrelevant, as it does not contradict the necessity of establishing the fate of Archmagus Amanat.
Continue research.
Response? Affirmative. The decryption will continue with diligent... May your...
Okay. So, yeah, we're becoming more and more priestly, dogmatic. Old captains, officer deck. We have a quest on the officer deck. I don't remember what it is on the officer deck, but we had a quest on the officer deck.
Sourback barks at the officers
Ooh.
gathered before you.
Okay.
His
okay.
lordship the rogue trader has seen fit to honor us with his presence in order to monitor the course of the investigation. You are expected to perform your duties immaculately and report your every step to me. Should any of your actions bring shame to the enforcers, you will answer to me personally. Lord Captain, the 3 officers before you have been tasked with conducting the investigation. The first, Captain Klein, is a veteran with a record of quelled uprisings of mutant abominations in the colonies. Captain Ginevry is young, but she has already preempted several mutinies among the ship's rabble. Lastly, there is Captain Hrotko. His interrogation skills deserve credit, and he knows how to instill fear and respect firmly in the minds of the riffraff.
You notice the enforcers exchange a few astounded glances and throw their shoulders back. Apparently, they are not used to standing so close to figures as renowned as you.
I cannot help but notice all of you look, all of the looks of awe in my presence going to distract from your duties.
On the contrary, your lordship. Your presence inspires us.
Captain Ginevry's cheeks redden.
Your lordship, I hope you do not take this as insolence, but I am a great admirer of yours. I've read the fictionalist account of your deeds many times.
According to my data repository, the term fictionalized is typically applied to texts whose knowledge dissemination potential is negative.
So they write stories about me, do they?
Of course. I have it right here.
She offers you a worn tome with a somewhat embellished portrait of you on the cover.
Leave a signature on the end sheet. May it remind you of this meeting. Fuck it, we're leaving a signature.
Ginevry accepts the tome gingerly, as if it were a relic touched by the Emperor himself.
Okay.
Sourback's murderous glare silences Ginevry's frantic expressions of gratitude.
Does that take care of the pleasantries? Then let us return to the attempt on the Lord Captain's life.
What are the findings thus far?
We have discovered a worker's corpse, mutilated and desiccated. We are still looking into the man's identity and position, but the chirurgeon's report has confirmed that, among all the blood that was pumped into your bath chamber, the blood-carrying mutations was indeed his. The workers from the nearby decks have all been checked for genetic aberration, but the mutations identified are all within the norm for laboring masses. They are being rounded up for interrogation as we speak.
Even taking into account the neighboring decks only, that would constitute hundreds of people. How do you plan to question them all?
Our interrogation techniques are broad and varied. However, nothing loosens the tongue like corporal punishment, beatings, mutilations, torture, public executions.
Sourback almost purrs as she lists ways of making people suffer.
When combined with psychological pressure, such methods work wonders.
You did not answer the question of how you intend to organize this process. So far, this looks like a fire in an obscura den. Although I don't know what else one could expect from
The proctor's cold gaze sweeps over the room.
amateurs.
Sourback furiously jerks up her chin.
Our methods may not be up to the highest standards of the Adeptus Arbits, but they will get us the results we need, I swear it on my honor as Master at Arms.
An unfortunate necessity. Let's return to the matter. Let's return to other matters.
Indeed, Lord Captain, most unfortunate.
Says the Master at Arms, a bloodthirsty smirk stealing across her face.
Do you have any working theories?
The mutants are plotting.
Klein spits in disgust.
They've been breeding like void rats, so they're getting cocky. Must have wanted to infect your lordship with their plague.
It wasn't an attempt on the Lord Captain's life, it was a threat. The rabble are planning a revolt, so they're trying to terrorize us. Soon, you will drown in blood. Insurgents pride themselves on such metaphors. Meanwhile, Captain Rotko is convinced that it was the work of Voidbur's surviving cultists. However, I believe this to be a warning rather than a threat. What we need to establish is who is trying to warn us, and of what.
Interesting hypotheses, but I doubt it is that simple. Mistress Sourback, grant me access to the investigative files. I have my own thoughts on what is going on here.
The Master at Arms nods coldly.
Of course, Master Interrogator.
What do you propose we investigate first?
The body. Once we have ascertained the dead man's identity, we'll be able to locate his associates and narrow down the number of suspects. Captain Klein is in charge of examining the corpse.
Yes, your lordship, I'm almost done with my report. As soon as it's ready, I'll deliver it to you.
Let us begin.
While we wait for Klein to report back, please enjoy the refreshments that have been prepared for you, Lord Captain.
A pair of enforcers with battered faces is escorting Infernus Master Heinrich Montig. His lip is busted, his knuckles are grazed and covered with blood, and there is a chewed up hoe stick between his teeth. One of the enforcers drones nasally.
We apprehended him while he was trying to break through to the detained rabble. Got into a scuffle. We barely managed to restrain the troublemaker. He demanded an audience with you, Mistress Sourback.
The Master at Arms nods, and the enforcers release their prisoner. Heinrich adjusts his clothes and approaches confidently.
What do your enforcers think they're doing, Jocasta? Why are you assaulting my people, denying them water like they're criminals? You've got teenagers and elderly folk here, they're all just ordinary workers, they've done nothing wrong.
No, Heinrich, what do you think you are doing? Attacking my people, chastising me in front of the Lord Captain? Get out before I have you charged.
Heinrich looks up at you.
Your lordship, I ask you please to protect your servants from this abuse.
Have patience, Heinrich. As soon as the culprit is found, your people will be released.
Heinrich raises his chin proudly.
In that case, I request permission to join my family.
So be it. Let him see his family. A senior officer has their duties. See to them. This is an order.
You see no anger in Heinrich's eyes, only bitterness and worry. He breathes in, then out.
As you command, Lord Captain. I hope you find the culprit before another 100 workers are forced to suffer the same undue punishment.
Okay. A report.
Captain Klein snaps to attention.
Identifying the victim has proven impossible. His face has been smashed in and his body is badly maimed. There are too many wounds to determine the exact cause of death, but presumably he died after the killer slit his throat. That's how they drained his blood.
In other words, we have nothing. Klein, this isn't a report, it's a declaration of our incompetence before the Lord Captain. You will keep digging around inside that corpse until you have produced some results.
Study the Enforcer's face.
Ginevra looks at Klein with sympathy. She clearly cares about him, but does not wish to trample on her comrade's honor with words of comfort. Rocco regards Klein with a contemptuous smirk, while Klein scowls back at him.
No signs of external mutation, you say. What about internal signs?
Performing an autopsy was inadvisable, due to the danger of contaminating the area with genetic aberration.
You see a flash of genuine horror in Klein's eyes before his gaze turns glassy. You have seen that look before in the eyes of other veterans. It's the expression of someone reliving painful memories that have left behind deep scars. They cannot hope to overcome such trauma on their own. They would need help, or a partner, or, perhaps, some strong emotional stimulus.
Turn to Klein. It would seem I have an exaggerated opinion of the veteran's courage. He should get some rest. Let Horto take over his duties. Yep.
Indeed. Klein, why don't you go take a break? Maybe it's time you considered asking for a transfer to a less demanding post? Your best years are behind you. You should make way for the younger generation.
Klein's face turns a deep red.
Shut your damn mouth, Rocco. The things I've seen, the filth I've crushed, you want me to gut another one? You want to see its mutant blood on my hands? I'll show you blood.
Well played, Lord Captain. It has been some time since I last saw this kind of fire in the old man's eyes.
Klein is up to his elbows in blood, his eyes flaring defiantly.
I've examined the filth inside and out. Its innards are a genetic nightmare, it's a bag of corruption wrapped in human skin. Extra organs, scales, atrophied ingrown limbs. But that's not what's important. The body was disfigured posthumously. They killed the mutant with surgical precision, before opening his throat and draining his blood. It wasn't until after the actual murder that they crushed his head and tried to cover up his wounds. The wounds were so brutal I almost missed his work tattoo. The victim was a pipe warden. And I found this in his throat.
Klein presents a blood-stained raven feather. A certain legend springs to your mind, one involving Saint Quirine, who was granted a portent of enemies hiding among the faithful. When Quirine prayed to the Emperor for a sign that might reveal the traitors, a raven's feather burst out of her mouth to inscribe the names of the conspirators. Only someone versed in the symbology of the Imperium could have left such a message.
Remember Saint Quarantine? Could this be a sign?
Vile mutants do not make allusions to saints. This was someone versed in the creed.
What do the pipe wardens have to do with anything?
The pipe wardens are a worker clan that services the ship's sewer systems. The tattoo indicates the worker's status and personal number.
SP-246-01. Senior Pipe Warden.
What was the purpose? What purpose was the corpse mutilated?
Someone wanted to hide the cause of death. What I fail to understand is why they would then leave the body out in the open instead of disposing of it.
Is it imperative that we find whoever mutilated the body?
I concur. Would you like to give us specific instructions, Lord Captain?
Looking for a lunatic, only a madman would butcher a corpse this way. One cannot disfigure a body like this and stay clean. Look, any stains of garments and rags. We need to find specific Samalian impediment to flexibility. Think, follow your heart.
Sourback's eyebrow twitches nervously.
Follow my heart. But of course, I should have thought of it myself, Lord Captain. I thank your lordship for your wise counsel.
Klein.
Klein accepts the glass and downs it instantly. Evidently, he is in no state to savor the bouquet and taste of the fine drink you have offered him.
What is our next step?
We should run the victim's identification number through the master worklog cogitator. If its machine spirit favors us, we will be able to narrow down the number of suspects. Ginevra, this is your arena.
Yep.
Ginevra approaches you, followed by a dignified woman in crimson robes.
Allow me to introduce the esteemed tech priest Androvtify. She believes she has the right to obstruct the investigation, and refused to grant the enforcers access to the master cogitator.
The tech priest lets out an indignant binaric trill.
I request that the laywoman's willful activities be halted. She intends to torment the machine spirit of the master worklog cogitator Iota Thurb. The venerable spirit is ill and in no disposition to endure such abuse.
Okay. What is the problem with the machine spirit?
The spirit is old and quick to anger. It therefore calls for a sensitive approach, not a torturous intrusion by a brutish laywoman. Since the start of this watch, the spirit has been unwell, so we have been trying to soothe its woes by applying sacred unguents and sensing the great machine's boards. The dogma of data recuperative quarantine prohibits any disturbances to blessed machines found to be in such a state.
What exactly does this data recuperative dogma prescribe?
Let no profane hand touch the sacred machine stricken. Let the mechanism be shielded from all worldly troubles by a veil of righteous litany, and let its shrine be thricely honored till the malady is no more.
Judging by Genevieve's expression, she would rather have her profane hands touch Androvatify's neck.
Lay people may be prohibited from communication with the machine spirit, but you are not. Esteemed will merely stand at your side. Jeffrey will merely stand at your side. Pascal, how profane would you say your hands are? Yeah, I know that.
I am a Magus Explorator and this vessel's engine seer prime. The profanity of this unit's hands, as well as the rest of its limbs, organs, and dogmatics, is null.
If the honored Magus supervises the laywoman's tactful interaction with the spirit, I will sanction this disturbance.
Raising her hands high, Androvatify wails.
Omniscience preserve us. The Great Spirit was infected by a layperson. That is the culprit you should be searching for, not some pipe warden. Sacrilege.
Registering a Category 3 act of sacrilege resulting in a Category Epsilon Quadro transgressive scenario. Requesting the inclusion of the offender in the registry of wanted entities for the purpose of expiative disposal.
We have discovered that the cogitator's malfunctions began after an unauthorized attempt to access it was made. Someone deliberately angered the machine spirit in order to bury the work logs. Thankfully, the esteemed tech priest was able to appease the spirit and extract the information we needed. The victim's name was Ordo. On the day he died, he was servicing valve 27B, which supplies water to the rogue trader's bath chamber. He also had a partner, who has yet to appear for duty since the incident occurred. We have a suspect.
Did the murder get to the cogitator too?
Impossible. Since the start of the watch, this area has been used as the center of operations. No rabble could have slipped by unnoticed. Moreover, a common pipe warden wouldn't know how to commune with a machine spirit. The murderer had help.
Who is the partner?
Senior Pipe Warden Gvidon, number SP268-55. An 8th generation pipe warden, no registered infractions, excellent discipline, perfect work record. An exemplary servant of the Imperium.
Man-at-Arms, how do you propose we find our new suspect?
Before Sauerback can respond, Rocco cuts in.
Your lordship, there was a man named Gvidon among the rabble waiting to be interrogated. He immediately struck me as suspicious. Please allow me to question the man in your presence.
Sauerback narrows her eyes, but all she says is,
Bring him in. Now.
Before you stands a gaunt man in work clothes. His face is swollen from the bruises, and several of his fingers are broken and sticking out at odd angles. He stares vacantly into the distance with watery eyes.
Start talking, you miserable wretch. You tried to kill the Lord Captain, didn't you?
Rocco grabs the worker by the lapels. Guidon's coat flies open, revealing crude occult symbols painted all over his body.
What's this?
Guidon yells, baring what remains of his teeth.
Yes. It was me. I tried to put a curse on the Lord Captain. I killed my partner in a wicked ritual, rubbed elbows with them demons, consorted with them. All to carry out a dark plot and doom the Lord Captain for the glory of my almighty master.
He bursts into a fit of hysterical, theatrical cackling.
We have ourselves a model cultist here. There is a ritual, a curse, and a plot. He even consorted with them demons. How kind of him to confess to all that immediately.
His words, he is trying to paint them over with fake garish hues, but his abject terror carries with it too much black and gray. What does he hope to accomplish with this?
He has admitted to everything, the vermin. I have insisted time and again that the assassination attempt was carried out by one of Voigtver's surviving henchmen, and I was right. I guess we weren't so thorough in clearing them out as we thought.
Rocco casts a sharp look at Sourback.
Just the Enforcer's reaction to the confession. Does the Master now not find it strange that the suspect is so eager to paint himself a heretic, and in such preposterous fashion, no less?
I agree, Lord Captain.
Sourback growls at the worker.
I want the truth. Who are you? And who told you to give us this pathetic confession?
The man blanches and starts bawling. He gives up on his sinister theatrics and babbles in the voice of a common worker.
Forgive me, your lordship. I'm not Vidon, and I'm not a heretic. Yart's me name. I'm a laundryman. Please, have mercy, they took my family. That enforcer said she'd throw them out the airlock if I don't confess. She made me draw these unholy marks on meself. What enforcer? Name. Give me her name. Genevieve. Her name was Genevieve.
What? I swear that I have not. Genevieve.
The steely edge in Sourback's voice causes everyone present to freeze, but you also hear a note of bewilderment.
We will deal with her later. I will handle the search for Gvidon myself. Lord Captain, would you have us execute this demon worshipper?
Okay. I want to go dogmatic, hang the heretic. Even frantical symbols mention of the arch enemy are capable of drawing corruption. But at the same time, he has lied to us more than once. Maybe he's lying to us still. Yeah.
I have never threatened his family, and I certainly did not force him to lie and draw heretical signs. I barely even remember his face. I may have interrogated him beforehand, but it was someone else who put him up to this.
And yet he knows your name and pointed you out right away. Do you not find that funny? And do you not find it funny that your head is always up your arse, Vrotko? It's obvious that someone framed her.
Cease this bickering.
Sourback's snarl forces the officers to back down.
Lord Captain, what we have here is a liar, and a well-coached one at that. He will never confess on his own. What do you suggest we do?
That there is not a single person who saw them being manhandled. Yeah, pensively take an appetite. Faith changes people. Take the book of Psalms and read it to him until he confesses.
Undoubtedly inspired by your idea, Sourback rolls her eyes and faintly mutters under her breath.
Emperor, grant me strength. It will be done, Lord Captain. We will recite psalms to the prisoner. What do you want us to do with him when we are done?
Hang the heretic. Yep. Yep, hang him.
It will be done. There is no cause for alarm, Lord Captain. This conspirator may have been a fake, but now it is only a matter of time before we find the real culprit. We have the pipe warden's names and identification numbers, and we know which clan they are from. We will keep pressing the riffraff until either the culprit confesses or someone turns him in. I will handle this.
The Master at Arms pointedly grips the maul on her belt.
Please enjoy your meal in the interim, Lord Captain. The scoundrel will appear before us soon enough. Lord Captain, the real pipe warden Gvidon has been found and is being escorted here as we speak. Are there any remaining questions you wish to address before we hear from Gvidon himself?
You can start by reporting on results of the additional investigation efforts.
Absolutely, Lord Captain. We have thoroughly questioned all detainees known to have a violent temper and compared the tools and weapons we seized with the wounds found on the corpse, but have not been able to establish who was responsible for the mutilation. I take full responsibility for this failure. The interrogation of the detainee Yard had to be suspended. He seems to have gone mad. He just keeps mumbling that it was Genevieve who set him up to lie, and that he must therefore be set free. I doubt we will get anything further out of him, be it with cruelty, kindness, or holy prayer. This concludes my report.
Someone attempted to mislead our investigation. We cannot let this go without consequences.
Undoubtedly. Let us go over the facts we have on this sabotage and compile them. The body of the deceased was mutilated after death. It is likely that the nature of the injuries would have proven very useful in the investigation, and that the perpetrator concealed them for that very reason. Someone sabotaged the work log cogitator so it would be harder for us to find the victim's partner, who might have information valuable to the investigation. Instead of the murdered man's partner, we were given a fool, one who thoroughly incriminated himself first, before admitting that Captain Ginevri had put him up to it.
Sourback glowers at Ginevri, and she pales with fear.
Who was guarding the body?
It was Ginevri.
Klein reluctantly nods at his fellow enforcer.
I relieved her when I came to inspect the corpse, which by then had already been cut up.
Ginevri nervously adjusts her armor under Sourback's piercing gaze.
The corpse was already looking like that when it came under my purview. But I could not get the name of the officer who discovered it. The deck was such a mess that I decided I would deal with it later.
Who had access to the worklog cogitator?
The tech priests did not let anyone near the cogitator. They even tried to prevent the enforcer's investigation. Ginevri, were you there the entire time? Yes, ma'am, since the start of the watch. I went there right after I handed the body over to Klein. The only time I stepped away was to retrieve the data slate from my quarters. I left a watchman, but he went missing. Most likely, one of the officers did not realize he was on duty and sent him off on some errand, but I was only gone for a few minutes.
Very convenient. A missing sentry, a data slate misplaced against regulations.
Rocco drums his fingers on a holster on his belt, where his own data slate sits tightly nestled.
I don't understand how I could have forgotten it. I always check my gear when I go on duty.
Did you coerce them into lying about it? Suspect Yar claims that you coerced him into lying about himself. Geoffrey, what do you have to say for yourself? All the evidence pointed you. What do you have to say for
I may
yourself?
have conducted his preliminary interrogation, like so many others. Hrotko requested my assistance because of my experience in dealing with the rabble. But I swear that there is no truth to these accusations against me. I have never threatened his family, and I certainly did not force him to lie and draw heretical signs. I barely even remember his face. I may have interrogated him beforehand, but it was someone else who put him up to this. The transcript says you conducted Yart's interrogation alone. Why is that? Because I can handle a single laundryman.
Ginevri raises her chin proudly.
I cannot decide. Sourback, you can handle this yourself.
Sourback casts a menacing look over the room.
Leave it to me. I will not rest until I get a confession. A real confession. In the meantime, let us get back to the assassination attempt.
The pipewarden does his best to remain reverentially bowed, which paints a rather comical picture given his formidable height and complexion. He lowers his head, tugging at his beard. Senior Pipewarden Guidon, honored to serve, Lord Captain. I'm ready to confess to everything.
You are the real pipe warden, Gwenedon, are you not?
I am, and I'm proud of it, Lord Captain. A pipe warden's craft is hard work, but necessary. My number is SP-268-55. My work partner was the late Orto, number SP-246-01. I oversee the water supply systems on the upper decks, sectors A3, K8, and R2. That includes valve 27B.
There can be no mistake, I have verified his identity myself. It has also been confirmed by the other workers.
Why did you fill my bath with blood?
I did as the servant of death commanded. She said the Emperor gave the first spinner a sign, that your lordship should be bathed in the blood of poor Orto, my partner. And well,
He gulps.
I was scared. So, I obeyed.
The first spinner? Are you talking about the vizier of the bloodspun web?
Why yes, that's him. He leads the death cultists, the lot who worship the Emperor by killing. His spinners hunt down heretics, but sometimes they take righteous lives too. Their service is mysterious, fervent, and bloody.
Did you kill your mutant partner?
I didn't kill him, and I didn't know he was a mutant. Ordo and I always got along, even if he wasn't much for talking. But then,
He shudders.
a servant of death came from the darkness, ended him quickly but harshly. She bled him dry and put a black feather in his throat. She told me to pump blood into the pipes, and then she left. I wanted to confess, but I was afraid she'd come for me too if I did.
Whom do you mean by this servant of death?
A holy slayer in black and crimson and bone. Feared by all, they are, quiet and merciless as death itself. They come from the shadows to kill, because the Emperor commands them so.
You have already met the servants of the Bloodspun Web, Lord Captain. Their grim procession is not one the upper decks will soon forget.
Summon the Vizier, Bloodbound Web. I wish to hear his explanation.
As you will, Lord.
Your lordship, if I may ask, what happens to me now? I never meant to anger you. I thought I was doing as the Emperor willed it, but here we are. I'm a simple man. I know pipes, and I know them a lot better than all this people business. My eyes aren't what they used to be, but I can still smell rust in metal, though not so much in people's thoughts.
You acted as a true servant of the Emperor would. I will have you provided with the best ocular implant for your work. Yep.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, your lordship. I'll serve you faithfully, and I'll never forget your mercy.
The Vizier of the Bloodspun Web treads lightly and silently as if his old, gaunt body has no weight at all. He whispers weakly.
Damin Herald willed to see me, and so I have come.
Nod respectfully. I have summoned you to discuss the actions of your apprentice.
The Vizier responds in an equally respectful manner.
Let their deeds be weighed.
Investigation has established that the Bloodspun Web orchestrated an attack on his lordship by means of pouring unholy blood into his bath. This affront.
The old man's murmur drowns out Sourback's relentless voice.
Damin Herald knows the truth. So it was done, for so I did will. It was no affront, but a prophecy. For my hands to divine, unsullied martyrs offered their souls and bodies into his imperishable embrace. I gazed into the red rivers of their smoldering lives, and I did see a roiling unclean staining the bays, reaching for the anointed lord of the ark. In my apprentice's last sighs, I heard the undying one's whisper. He bid me, bathe the Damin in the blood of he who must go and they who have been righteous, for this will shield the Damin and strengthen his body against the roiling unclean. I obeyed.
What do you mean by the roiling unclean?
He did not reveal. But it is corruption itself. It offends him. It tastes as sweet as fetid waters in old pipes. Its promises are the deception of an enforcer's smile. Its face is elusive.
The man you killed, who was he?
I know not. I heard only the name, and I knew he must go.
He listens to the empty space above his shoulder and nods.
Yes. We need no more knowledge than that.
Do you claim that you did it because the Emperor willed it?
I speak, move, and draw breath because he wills so. I defy not the undying one, neither in death that gifts and takes nor in my living existence.
Master at Arm, are you convinced we found the culprit?
The situation is clear, your lordship.
Sourback makes the sign of the Aquila.
The Emperor has sent us a portent. The protector of mankind guides the hands of his holy servants to guard us and warn us of hidden threats. God Emperor, I thank thee for protecting us, even though there are instruments of your protection whose purity and holiness I may never understand.
Herald, regardless of how regularly you kneel before an altar, I advise you to take this warning seriously. If I am correct in my suspicions about what is transpiring here, and I pray to the throne that I am not, then you can indeed consider this incident a sign that the Emperor is watching over you and this ship.
So cryptic, Henrix. If you have any theories about what is occurring, share them.
My theories are classified information of the Inquisition that I cannot divulge without good reason. If evidence comes to light that confirms my fears, I will disclose everything necessary. If, however, my concern is baseless, I would not wish to share knowledge dangerous to you without cause.
Could there be a coincidence the victim of the ritual was generic, genetic aberration?
The officers around you keep a respectful silence, but you can tell by their faint smiles that they find the very idea of doubting the Emperor's providence absurd.
The cult of the Bloodbond Web will not face persecution for their deeds.
The Vizier freezes, listening to silence, then nods to nothing.
Yes, yes, I will tell him.
He turns his sewn-shut eyes to you once more.
We are seeds in your hands, giver of life. Whether you keep us or scatter us, we will remain grateful.
Be that as it may, we have hit a dead end. We hope that exposing the culprits would lead us to the aberration's lair.
Let the Bloodspun Web find the mutants breeding on my ship.
But no spinner or brave warrior from the Damon's circle can find the roots of the unclean, for it can appear as human and act as human. Only its thoughts betray its vile nature. Only its thoughts are never human.
Wise.
Anxious silence falls the moment Sourback says this one word. She narrows her eyes.
Is it unclean thoughts we need to find? Very well. Let Wise find them. He knows how, no matter how badly he wishes that the rest of us forgot about it.
Vani Zachary is a fearsome hunter. When he hunts, the flagship wails. When he thinks, my teeth creak, and I can feel pain as if I am young again. But his power is great indeed, he can hunt down our prey.
How can acquire correct if I'm wrong, but it seems that not everyone here is eager to leave the master. Matter to master their eyes. Not everyone here.
I would say the one least eager will be Master Wise himself. Last time, his efforts caused some severe warp manifestations. The ritual truly is perilous.
That's all, Master at Arms. Your duty is done. I give you leave to wrap up the investigations on the officer's deck.
My duty will be done when the threat is eliminated. I will brief the enforcers while you consult Choir Master Wise, Lord Captain.
Okay. So we're going to Choir Master Wise now. Interesting now. Really interesting. Talk to Choir Master. Okay. We just got a ton of XP for doing things. Nothing really changed. You actually leveled up. You're one level ahead of everyone. As long as I returned over the... Okay, yeah. Let's go that one. It's a solid one in general. Okay. So now we are going to talk with the Choir Master. Lord Quarters, Void Shrine, Aspathic Chapel. You know what? No, you know what? So we have him. Hendrix. Okay, you know what?
Let the faith guide
we
my
are
path
going
to
to
glory.
Solomon gives us a Wii. Agatha gives us long-range single target. Which one of those do I want to replace is my question. that is what I'm thinking about right now, because we don't have Pascal with Abelard with us. We're going Cabela. No, no Solomon. We're keeping the crew we have now. I'm a bit sad we don't have Abelard with us, but at the same time, it's just, at this point, I think it's actually good.
Confessor Adalbert, a plump, rosy-cheeked old man, is lighting candles, taking his time with each. Glints of fire dance on his heavy golden aquila and in his sky-blue eyes as he addresses you, smiling.
Why, I always find time for penance on my morning and evening shifts, your lordship. Do you mean spiritual nourishment? It is ever in short supply. Those children who are literate could use new prayer books and hagiographies, for their own perusal and to read to the others. For a moment I thought you had come to confess, but now I see you have taken on the role of cleric yourself. May the Emperor guide you on your quest for answers. May the Emperor's blessing be with your lordship.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
A lanky initiate is leaning over the cogitator, an expression of
What do you do here?
I am Clotus, junior cleric. I sort recordings from the shrine confessional to pass on to higher-ranking clergy. There is not.
Clotus shakes his head resolutely.
That would undermine the usefulness of it. The first prototype wasn't anonymous, so those confessions might as well have been carbon copies of each other. Everyone was impeccably diligent and pious and whatnot. But as soon as the machine spirit started keeping the name secret, the parishioners opened up.
Good thinking, making it anonymous. Keep fine work.
I will endeavor to do so, your lordship.
Tell me more about this professionals.
Our parishioners come here to repent, to share their innermost thoughts and observations of their neighbors. What does your lordship wish to know?
The initiate replies very solemnly.
I labor for the glory of the Emperor and House von Valancius.
What is rightfully ours.
There is nothing here. We've already done.
All hail the rogue traitor, who solved the mystery of the sacred relic.
We've already done the puzzle. Astropathic Chapel. Yep. Abelard is such a tanky character. I want to have him in the group, but with him in the group, I need to sacrifice another spot.
Choir Master Weiss turns toward you long before you reach him. A chill runs down your spine, as if someone were watching you from inside your own being. The strange sensation passes as suddenly as it arises. The choir master shakes his head.
I know why you are here, your lordship. And with all due respect, I am asking you to reconsider.
But would you rather not take part in the search for mutineers? Reconsider what? I haven't asked the question yet.
You feel a strange anxiety as the old man's burnt-out eyes seem to probe your inner self.
Your intentions are fairly easy for me to infer. You are looking for mutineers, and the only reason you would come to your choir master is to order me to turn to the warp for answers. Your predecessor came to me with the same orders once. Nothing good came of it. Please believe me, Lord Captain, when I say a mountain of corpses was the least of the problems we faced that time.
So say you have performed the ritual before for Theodora?
Many years ago. It was a time when Lady Theodora had become anxious. Perhaps the Lord Inquisitor's interest in her affairs adversely affected her, shall we say, trust in her own subjects. She was expecting a betrayal, and eventually her paranoia brought her to me. I performed the ritual, but the choir ceased to exist.
What is the nature of the ritual?
It takes the entire choir's power to invade such a prodigious number of minds at once. I weave their voices into a chord and steer it into the murky sea of other people's souls. Together, we read tens of thousands of thoughts, emotions, and intents, looking for the thing we are after. The seed of corruption you are interested in.
Why are you worried about the ritual?
Lord Captain, do you know the proverb about staring too long into the abyss? What you are asking for is tantamount to plunging the entire choir into that abyss. A ritual like that will require incredible focus from each of its participants. It will take a single careless thought, a single glance in the wrong direction, for the way back to be lost. Human minds fusing into one another, vitrified organs inside still living bodies, perverse fantasies manifesting in the flesh, nothing will stop the horrors of the warp from spreading all over the ship in the blink of an eye. And even if I agreed, it would be impossible. I would need a second powerful telepath as a defender to shield my mind. The last time, my best apprentice, Adeline, did that, but she is no longer with us. She was exceptionally talented, rivaling even myself. Now I know of only one psyker in the entire expanse who is her equal, but he is bound to the service of one of House Winterscale's planetary governors, and thus unavailable to us. Which makes your dangerous enterprise an impossibility.
How bad was it?
Worse than you can imagine, your lordship. It only took a fraction of a second lingering inside another mind for one of the astropaths to lose control of their own. The affliction spread down the chain like fire. No one was spared. The minds of my charges could not withstand the tension. Their consciousnesses were caught in a vortex of alien thoughts. The fortunate ones died at once. As for the rest...
Argenta makes the sign of the Aquila.
Protect the souls of the stricken and take them under your wing, that your faithful servants may find peace.
The important thing I'm interested to know, was the ritual successful that time? Did you find what you were looking for?
The choir master cowers, as if cornered.
I did find it. But the price. The price. Yes, Lady Theodora got the names she wanted, but was it worth it? The tragedy has remained a secret hidden within the chapel, but we were a hair's breadth away from it becoming an epitaph inscribed on the ship's remains.
It's fair to say my predecessor was being herself there.
Please, Lord Captain, learn from her mistakes instead of committing your own.
I see.
That is the harsh truth, your lordship. It must not be done.
It seems too risky. We will not perform the ritual.
The lines on Weiss's brow disappear.
Thank you, your lordship. I realize that this ritual may be your only chance of finding the mutineers, but is their plot so threatening as to risk dooming the entire vessel? I do not think so.
I'm not going to waste any more time or effort trying to find mutineers. I have to deal. No way. If it really is the only chance, we can't squander it. It's not going to waste any more time or effort trying to find the mutineers. To avoid with this investigation, I have enough to deal with as it is. I'm really like torn here because I have two different aspects of it and two really different aspects of it. We fail this quest and stop it, or we actually do it. That is kind of the only two options, which I don't like. I don't like the fact that it's those two options we have. We must not squander it.
Weiss freezes with his mouth agape, then grimaces in irritation.
I should not have said anything. I dare not object to your will. However, I must remind you that performing the ritual is impossible without a psychic protector.
We can find a psyker who helps you perform the ritual.
And who is it?
The choir master's smile, though courteous, seems ever so slightly sarcastic.
Henrik's could... He could help. You mentioned knowing a powerful psychic employed by the Winterscale.
Master Van Calix is a brilliant biomancer, your lordship, but, as far as I know, He is not particularly adept at telepathy or Psyker's protective rituals, is he? He is right, Harold. I know some of the fundamentals, but this isn't my primary field.
You mentioned a powerful Psyker employed from Winterscale.
Master Harriman is a seasoned telepath, but his lord would never part with such an incredibly valuable specialist. A sizable amount of money will be necessary to organize Master Harriman's escape.
We will find a more honorable way.
That means we will have to cancel the ritual.
A faint hopeful smile appears on his lips.
Need some more thought.
That would be in order, considering all the dangers of the ritual.
You know what?
And who is it?
The choir master's smile.
Master Harriman is a seasoned telepath.
Let's hire
As you
him.
please. Master Harriman will welcome the news of his forthcoming release. His present lord is quite unpleasant. I will report back once Master Harriman has been brought on board.
Okay.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
We are going to the Void Bridge. We have done most of the things in the ship now. So, Dragonus needs help. We are going towards Dragonus now. I think that is the best course of action for us, honestly.
The duty officer reported an incident in the shuttle repair bay. A security team was dispatched in response to a distress signal, but when they arrived, they discovered that the shuttle repair crew had doubled in number. Somehow, every crew member now had an identical twin, but each assured the enforcers that they were the real one. The enforcers immediately opened fire, killing everyone in the bay. The duty officer awarded the squad a commendation for their vigilance and defense. Your lordship, Master Harriman succeeded in his escape and has arrived on board. He has almost completed the ritual of harmonization with the rest of the choir, which has given our voices greater strength and cohesion. We have made our preparations and are awaiting your arrival to start the ritual as soon as you give the order. Emergency aboard the void ship. A foul warp entity has pierced the thin veil of the Geller field and spawned unimaginable beasts of unnatural hues. The Vox systems are picking up the crewmen's screams and the warp fiend.
Okay. Off we go. It's actually raining a fair bit outside now. It is... Okay, it's this one. Okay. Chevella.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Okay, we have one pink core there.
As
You
the
know what?
tenets demand. Trust me. Let your soul be purged.
Okay.
Yet iron knows no pain.
You missed everything. Great.
Killing brings me no pleasure. An offering of blood.
Okay, so we start with this.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. Get me a target.
Yes, you are hunting that one down then.
Naturally. Let's see to it. Your reckoning is due.
Okay.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm
Okay.
not accustomed to being ordered around.
Caught by the web.
What do we actually want to do?
The
You know what?
shadows will. I shall not fail. Death is a blessing. Trust me.
Okay, you are murdering everything. Just like normal. Where do we have you? There. That chunks you fairly good. 155 damage, yeah.
Faith
Let's do that.
As the
Mark
Emperor
you.
commands, I act.
Mark you as well.
I'll do it.
Okay, great. Didn't
As
crit,
the Emperor
too bad.
commands, I act.
Let's mark
Doubt is
you.
for the weak.
And
I'll
boom.
do it.
Missed. Too bad. Okay. So you?
The Emperor, come on.
And then,
And so shall it be done.
so. Nope, not worth it. Not worth it. So we take the eagle
I
and we
will
land
not
it there.
be deterred.
Okay, good.
And so it shall be done.
Do I have enough to do the combo of that one as well? Yes, I do.
Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
19 damage.
Faith
Right.
without deeds is
Got a
worthless.
reload though. Sorry, Kamala.
Neutral prognosis functions successfully terminated. Taking damage to bulk.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Okay. Then we just leave. The combo we had isn't bad with what we're rolling with right now. We don't really have a tank character as we've had a lot of other times, but it's not bad.
A trickle of disturbing news came from the
Trust the navigator.
The ship's navigator engaged the warp monster in invisible combat by giving orders from the Sanctum Navies. By following the Astronomican's guiding light and struggling against the mighty alien will at the same time, the guide managed to pry the void vessel from the nightmarish creature's grasp and execute an emergency translation to real space, with minimal losses among the crew and new insights into the nature of warp entities.
The Reaping. Yep. Dragooners. So, Janus doesn't need it. Foulstone needs a visit. Foulstone needs a visit. And Dragonus also needs a visit. Augur anomaly.
Before you is a burning world, an inhospitable place at the mercy of a perpetual inferno due to its suffocating atmosphere and close proximity to the system's star. The firestorms on its surface never cease. What could the Casbolica be looking for in such a place? After many long hours spent analyzing the augur data, the tech priests noticed something unusual. A number of constructions of artificial origin can be detected under the planet's surface. They are too vast and peculiar to have been created by humans, but their geometric shapes and other properties clearly indicate they were put together by sentient beings of some kind. Unfortunately, there are traces of human activity next to the mysterious constructions. It looks like somebody found a way to land on the planet and set up an archaeological dig. These ancient monuments have been stripped of anything of value or interest, but other burning worlds may yield new discoveries.
First time I've gotten that event, honestly.
Preachers, in the service of House Corder, have arrived in the colony. They agitate fiercely before the mob, but, unfortunately, the planet's officials too often serve as examples of reprobate behavior in their sermons, which begets even more turmoil among the common folk.
Send the rabble rousers away on a pilgrimage. Leave the preachers. People are following are required. No, we don't have enough people. Complacency. Turn the people preachers in house service. Turn the people against the preachers.
Incited by the rogue traders' servants, the commoners attacked the preachers and drove the deceitful lot of them out of the colony.
Okay, good. Yeah, this one we can't make because it's blocked by the cemetery. Yeah. Okay, so this one is done. Then we're heading to Dragonus. Burning worlds, burning worlds. We might actually need to check rocky, lava. World bearers?
A frigate belonging to the Word Bearers disgorges a horrifying landing party on the colony. A small number of Chaos Space Marines level everything in their path.
Urge the people to flee. Hide in shelters. One off. Urge the people to flee.
The people run for their lives, but the fallen behemoths catch up to the weaker stragglers. Having toyed with their prey long enough, the Word Bearers leave the planet.
We need people. We actually need fucking people, and that's a bit annoying. Yeah, if we put the Seasoned War instead, we would have gained, but Filth in the Expanse, and I don't really wanted to get that, honestly. Okay. You know what? No, we have another thing we can do here while we're actually here. Fuck. We can actually go to the throne room and talk to the vendor. Because I think we can buy some more things off the vendor now, right? Locked. Need people for that, but honestly, yeah, no, don't care about it. Throne room. Yep. Oh, it's the palace. Oh, fuck. Should have gone straight for the throne room. We need more people, is what we need. Oh no, it was the palace.
The Curiosity Merchant's smile.
Okay, so we have Overseer gains critical hit chance on ranged attacks. This kit permanently improves the Rogue Trader's familiar maintenance. Okay. Add to inventory.
This upgrade kit permanently improves the Rogue Trader's familiar maintenance stations. When applied to any of them, both are improved. The upgrade kits can only be used in numerical order. Can only be used if the Rogue Trader has the Overseer archetype.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake. We're just going to load that because fuck's sake, that's annoying. We lost 2 minutes. It shouldn't be much. It's 2 minutes of me fucking around, I guess. We lost all the people. We need people. I don't know where we can get people. Go to the throne room. Yeah, why not? One of the things that I have noticed in this game and
The Curiosity
is the fact that maintenance station.
I can't allow myself to do this.
What is? How do I actually use that? how do you use that? Okay, so let's... I clicked the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah, I was going to go to the ship, but I went outside. Yeah, that's mildly infuriating, but... Oh, no, no. So, we're going back to the bridge. Let's talk with Solomon. Let's talk with Jay, and let's go to my quarters. So let's start with Solomon and talk to him, because I know that Jay is going to end up in our quarters.
Rogue trader.
Shall we discuss the mission on Terrace?
Of course. Which part?
Perfect. Perfect King say also liked I'm convinced I made the right choice.
I'm not going to call the prefix judgment into question, but you had to make a difficult decision, and you made it. You took responsibility. I appreciate such qualities in people.
What do you think we could have done to satisfy the...
I do not know. It was one of those tough situations where only time will tell how well you handled them. If I were in your position, I would take the prefect's evaluation in stride and learn from your painful experience on Dasara. Sometimes, life knocks the wind out of you in a way that can't be dodged, so it helps to learn how to take a hit.
Yeah.
We could discuss something else. You hear that, Glato? The rogue trader himself is asking about you.
Why do you call him Glato?
His serial number is GL80. Glato is easier to say in Gothic. Many give their cybermastiffs striking names like Slayer or Thunder. I'm fine with Glato.
If Glato fully satisfies, is the part of him a living dog?
Generally, cybermastiffs have all aspects of their animal nature removed, but Glato is a special case. His submodel takes a dog's loyalty and instincts as a hunter and guard, and renders them absolute. He is neither a dog nor a servitor. He is something much more. A cybermastiff, a living weapon in service of the law.
You cannot shake the feeling that your question has offended Solomon somehow. There is a certain vehemence in the way he describes Glato's outstanding qualities. Solomon says nothing, his attention focused on his dog.
Okay.
You know where to...
So we got that. There's preachers everywhere. Jehedrin is somewhere... Where is she now? She's here. Yep, she's here.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back, if you do me a favor and watch mine.
What?
Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
Was there some business you wish to discuss?
Oh, Sherin, I did manage to spark your interest.
The flickering light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making her small smile appear even more mysterious.
Shireen. The Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed Viladame's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave his blessing for its return. Do you know what people on my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbor.
She points at the containers in front of her. One contains a polished dry rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword.
I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of our wildly successful, though suddenly struck, friendship.
I consider these gifts the loneliest. Truly wonderful. I will accept with gratitude.
I knew you would appreciate the Xenos' mastery of their craft.
Jay beams at you. curling a lock of black hair around an augmented finger. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues.
So, the matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, that is where I hit a wall. Rivals, envious of my success.
Jay throws up her hands.
Falco especially. I am certain the theft of the cargo was his doing. But I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperium's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment.
Go on.
If the rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it, a little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag schemes, far better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. And the best part of all is that this will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the palace is located on Dargonus, your capital world. You see how everything has aligned so wonderfully. And, of course, I will repay you in kind.
Would never allow your light finger to on true power. Jarl Sir of the Imperium, thank you, exalted one, that I have yet incinerated you. I will take it into consideration.
Perhaps your thoughts will move in the right direction with a little encouragement from me, Shireen. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relations with? The Severe Drusians? The hot-headed pirates of the Kasbalika? You merely need to use the right words, like a key for a lock, and people will open their hearts to you. Or their wallets.
We're already maxed
I will arrange everything, you merely have to ask.
Those are one of the more annoying ones to wrap up with. Adeptus Mechanica. You know what? We're going with Kasbalakan.
Not a problem, Shireen. I will. And if you change your mind about my proposal, you can always find me nearby on the bridge. Just say the word and I'll come, Shireen.
Okay. No rewards. Okay.
When you approach, Hugin sends out a piercing screech and throws something at your feet. You reach down and realize that your bird has brought you a gift. As for the living symbol of the Imperium gazes at you with seeming indignation at the frivolous gesture. Hugin permits your touch, but you can tell that no further reaction will be forthcoming.
Okay. Make the sign on the Aquila.
Hugin lets out a piercing cry, wings outstretched. It seems the eagle understands the meaning of the sacred gesture perfectly and has decided to bless you in return.
Okay. Okay.
Stay faithful, and you will be
What
rewarded.
was that? What was that?
Unlocked.
Collect. You gain hit chance, deal more critical damage. Info. That is Veil Degradation and Veil Degradation. Okay. That's a slip.
The stuffed corpse of a SSLYTH, a bizarre Xenobius that was once in the service of the Druckery.
We are going to do this because I'm a bit annoyed. I actually want shooty on main hand. We have one more thing I forgot about. We have one more thing we can do on Dragonus right now, and that would be actually going to the palace and going to get the hidden room on Dragonus. That is one of the things we can do. Oh.
When you approach, Hugin sends out a piercing screech.
What happened with Hugin? What? Introduction.
A sturdy safe equipped with several bizarre mechanisms.
Don't I have enough awareness to do this? Annoying.
The bed for the head of the rogue trader dynasty is befitting the status of its owner.
I have 70 awareness. That should be enough. Okay, we're going type. Where do we have it? It should be here. Exploit awareness. Here.
There is a faint mark on the polished mantelpiece, which was likely left by a glass. By bringing your hand to the scan panel behind the books, you open a hidden door.
Okay, it was me just not seeing it at all. We're just going to slap that back on her. 130 awareness, it's great. What was it we had there for you? We had that one. No, we had this one. Imperium lore. Do we have any other things we can actually slap on there that actually is useful? Tech use? No, not really. Bonus. Critical hit chance. Already 100% critical hit chance, so it's kind of useless. 10 plus lore. And the other one was 15. That also increases commerce. Yeah, sure. It's not fully as powerful. Yeah. What is this? What is this?
A mysterious item undoubtedly created by inhuman hands. The shelves of the library are laden with dusty tomes. Your eyes linger on the works of several administratum adepts and the memoirs of some unfamiliar explorer of distant death worlds.
Okay.
A mysterious item undoubtedly created by inhuman hands.
That looks like a last weapon, though. Tech use, plasma damage. Yeah, that's good. If the wearer hits an ally with an area of effect, gain +1 stack of Zealot. Stack of Zealot effect. Zealot, the wearer deals 10 plus damage with area attacks for each stack of Zealot. Wait. Really now? Okay, that is both horrifying and really weird.
An empty glass and 3 unopened bottles of wine sit on a This secret room is remarkably quiet and almost homely. Perhaps your predecessor used it when she sought complete solitude.
Have a glass of wine.
3 sealed bottles sit on the sturdy-looking low table. They are labeled Grand Master's Blood, Boon of Terror, and Flame of Purity.
Boon of Terror.
The full-bodied wine is sickly sweet, and you feel a warm slug. A siren shatters the tranquil atmosphere in the room. Alarms have been sounded.
Rogue Treehouse. This Lord's Chamber. I'm down. I'm down. Okay. The Lordship, deepest apologies for the intrusion. Do you require assistance? But on the second thought, we better leave you in peace.
The rare books arrayed on these shelves, with their lavish, almost pretentious bindings, seem to be identical. After the alarm and the palace guard's intrusion, the calm and several books are stacked next. Among Theodora's data that has been restored using your cogitator is the phrase Litanies of the Motive Force. It is the title of one of the books here.
Who's?
As you pick up the book, a hidden button in its spine clicks under your finger. You notice a short inscription in the book, from a faithful servant of the dynasty in lasting memory, DVV.
DVV. DVV.
3 sealed bottles sit on the sturdy-looking low table. They are labeled Grand Master's Blood, Boon of Terror, and Flame of Purity.
Flame of Purity.
The wine fills the glass, glittering in the dim light of the room like liquid gold. Its tangy flavor burns your throat, leaving behind a spicy, biting aftertaste. The vid screen of the data slate before you displays the names of several Vox symphonies. You recognize the melody that is playing right now. It is the first of 36 parts of the Symphony of Honor and Duty.
Fire of Rhythm, Blessed Metal. Part 2.
The music in the speakers momentarily grows louder, filling the entire room, then goes back to normal, seemingly without any change. The room responds to your actions with a quiet grinding sound, and a small nook reveals itself in the nearby wall. Inside, you find a databank bearing the von Valancius coat of arms.
Okay. And we have found everything that needs to be found in there. Great. We're moving up in the world.
When you approach, Hugin sends out a piercing screech and throws something at your feet.
By a grenade. Hugin is so nice. I wonder if the servo skull actually gives you something like that as well. I highly doubt it, honestly. Lord.
While we're on Dargonis, I will check the Secretary's reports and keep an eye on the logisticians. Master Danrik does his job well, but a little
Your Lordship,
Clementia looks away from her data slate.
I hope your stay on Dargonis will be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I am at your service at any time, day or night, Your Lordship.
Achilles nods to you pensively.
Your Lordship. Thank you for your time.
No new dialogues, anything
With
like
a formal
that.
bow, Achilles takes his leave.
To the Void Bridge. Yep. We're going up to the ship. I am contemplating one thing right now, and that is how we actually gain more people to a fair extent. That's kind of where I'm at right now. We need more people. We need more crew. So we are...
The engine decks were transformed into exotic gardens. Several chambers sprouted foliage vaguely resembling the plants on Terra, although they exhibited a
Okay. Nothing really... Okay, so we have enemy fleet, we have space, Hulk. Let's start exploring. Scan it. I have 13? Okay, yeah.
Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passages betray their Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet and the ruins seem to be abandoned.
Run a detailed scan.
The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found in the heart of the ruins. The pilot's remains are badly damaged. It would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it.
Believes the crew remains martyrs sacrificed themselves to protect humanity from siege. She proposed to erect a monument. J. Hedrin is impressed by the dead pilot's bravery and would like to have their equipment serve as new generation fighting heretics. Yep, let's...
Close examination reveals a few precious Archaeotech items. Unfortunately, removing them destroys the pilot's remains. White shards of bone are now scattered among the burnt-out ruins.
Okay. Space Hulk.
A vigilant member of the Augur crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Ildry corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste, merely the crew of the now defunct ship.
We are just going fast mode right now a bit and just murdering things. My question is this Drukhari or is this Eldar? I think it's Eldar we're fighting.
Hold fast. Our faith will be tested.
Eldar, yeah. No, we don't have anything on that side. We don't have anything on that side. So we are... Can we get a shot of... So we go there. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, and then we move like that. You know what? Let's just do that. And we're just going to do that. And we're going to pass it down. that is going to hopefully move in our range. It does not. Okay. So let's just that one goes first. Okay. Sadly enough, I can just shoot this. Let's throw out some torpedoes. If I move one here... Oh, for fuck's sake, I misclicked. I think I mixed them up at all, overall. That's not good. Okay, shields, fairly health. Is that 60 or 9? It's 60. Okay. You know what? Let's do that. The right side. And then yeah, Eldari hit ships hit like trucks. Okay. So, plan right now is this. Can we break that?
None shall stand against the Imperium's fury.
So I may have made a mistake. No, we can still shoot it. Increase range. Okay. That should take care of that one. And then you start bombing. We got a hit off early on. Nice. So that one has 4 stacks left on it still. It's not going to make a difference at all, but we can do that. Jump over here. Recharge the shields. Yeah. No, it's not going to make a difference. that. Do that. That. Takes away a stack. Right. Takes away a stack. Goodbye.
Duty and vigilance always prevail.
Good. We have a ship level up now as well. So we're moving up in this world. Ship development. Okay, so rugged repairs. I want... What do I want? I don't care about ramming. Silent running. And then... yeah, no, I think we're going... just torpedoes. Yep. Short range. I don't want short ranged. I'm making use out of as much range as possible when it comes to it. I don't know about it, honestly, because it's one of those things where it just...
The Medici teams from the lower decks reported the appearance of a dense purple fog that causes people to develop mutant deformities, short tentacles roughly the length of a pinky finger. Since the deformities do not interfere with the crew's performance, the Medici are not certain whether this phenomenon should be a cause for concern, but the riffraff are already whispering of heresy.
Exterminate the corrupt crew members.
The corrupted were granted the Emperor's mercy, their bodies consigned to the purifying flame. At least their souls were safe from the Immatrium's treachery.
Okay, we're going to the Abyss now then, I guess. It's there. Okay, fair enough.
A warp breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lower decks.
Oh, a Nurgle infestation.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Bella goes first. You can take out that one. Okay. Okay, so cultist, cultist. Okay, yep.
A dance of blades and shadows. Come, the other side awaits. As the tenant's killing brings me no pleasure. This goes against the tenets. As honor ordains. I shall not. Death is a blessing.
Okay.
Out of my way!
Aim for the heart next time.
To the weak!
Nothing.
Okay, so we begin by doing... Wait. What is soaring? Okay, fair enough.
I will not be deterred. And so it shall be a step towards our ultimate victory. Actions will speak louder than words.
And you missed. Great.
Rejoice in service. I will not be deterred.
Okay, we have 2 down there. Okay, actually.
The old Messiah.
That works.
May my wrath be thy undoing.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it.
Okay, that wasn't very smart on me, but you know what? Yeah.
Let's see to it.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
I won't object to it. For the throne, the Inquisition sends their regards. I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. I feel the power surging.
Okay.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Naturally.
Nothing stands against me.
For the throne.
Okay. Yeah, Henrik's is decent.
Be gone.
We just have 2 back here. Okay, great.
My faith shields me. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
We have 1 plague back there. Damage. Okay, so let's do this.
I'll do it.
You get marked.
Doubt
You
is
get
for the
marked.
weak. I'll do it.
And you get
As the
marked.
Emperor commands, I act.
And
Each
boom.
strike is a prayer. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands,
How?
I act.
Okay, you didn't die. Okay, too bad.
I'll do it.
Didn't crit.
Emperor, deliver us.
So priority
Isn't this
is
a job for the stars?
100 damage.
If I may.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the
Revel
Emperor
and
commands,
slaughter.
I act. Faith without
that.
deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. This is unacceptable. I'll do it. In thy
Okay, and we're
light
being
I
really
stand,
lazy
and
here
thy
because I'm
light
just
I
going to do
pray.
this.
Each strike is a prayer.
And I'm going to be super lazy because we're just doing this. And oh my god, that's a lot of things. Everything over to cargo. Do I want to keep those toxic grenades? Okay, so Always add to cargo. Always add to cargo. And those are basic chain swords, right? Yeah, basic chain swords. Always add to cargo. You know what? Fuck it. So, we are getting a lot of things in general right now. Okay. Waste Wayfarer. I don't remember this. This might actually be a new... No. Oh, I remember it. I remember it. I do actually remember it.
There is only death, yours or mine.
Know your duty.
The airlock is sealed. The control panel is being uncooperative. After repeating the command entry protocol 3 times, with all the appropriate prayers, the plasteel, durable enough to withstand the pressure of the interplanetary void, absorbs your hits with supreme indifference.
The ship.
The white noise.
Okay. Awareness.
You hear a strange sound that reminds you of dripping water, or the clattering of something sharp against metal. The ventilation system still works. There are strange gouges on the metal. They look like the claw marks of some beast that was trying to crawl into the shaft.
Okay, what do you
They
have
are
on
rites performed by the Imperial Night pilots of my world. I must commend you on the delicacy with which you expressed your suspicion that I was deviating from dogma.
The Divine watches over us.
Okay.
I do what I must.
What's in there? It's a flamer. Just materials and flamers, okay. I can't climb higher up here, can I? No.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The metal box was brutally forced open. Why would the ship's owners break into it if they could simply turn the key?
So, the really short answer on what actually happens on this zone, or this thing here, when you read them, it's a group of Duratians pilgrims, and yeah.
Hunched over the Voxcaster, the hooded man mutters monotonously but emphatically into the machine as he rocks slightly to and fro.
In the light of distant stars our Emperor Progenitor wanders wearily. With thoughts and visions of us, he sends us particles of his light. Though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, with our prayers, with our faith.
Hey.
Argenta frowns.
The faithful worship the Emperor under a great many names and after a great many fashions. And yet, I do not like this prayer.
Praise the Emperor, greetings.
The man falls silent. After a pause, he says,
Praise our progenitor.
With a pale hand, he throws back his hood. You see an ugly face, with a flat, white nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, irisless eyes with enormous pupils, a white toad-like mouth, and skin that transitions to purple scales at the cheekbones.
3 sorrowful phalanges point the way to the Emperor Progenitor. I am glad you have chosen ours.
Heinrichs recoils, then grimaces and touches his temple as if pained by a headache.
This is bad. This is very, very bad. Ready your weapon.
Look closer
Herald.
at the misshapen man.
This being's nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The Creed sees no humanity in deviations like these, and so it commands that such creatures be exterminated without mercy.
The world is full of horrors, but death will make it a much better place.
The mutant shrieks, grinning.
May the grace of our progenitor be upon you.
His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices. Minds. Growing ever louder, it torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon. You hear a clanging echo growing louder in the empty modules, like hundreds of clawed limbs. Argenta's expression brightens.
Countless foes and a cumbersome position.
The Vox spits out a torrent of static, through which you nonetheless manage to catch fragments of words spoken by a voice not unlike that of your Vox master. Von Valenk. Command. Lock. The signal is lost before you manage to say anything. Heinrichs, evidently at the end of his patience, growls through gritted teeth.
We must get out of this trap.
Your gaze falls on a rune-covered control panel near the Vox receiver. A green lumen burns beneath the Engage airlock seals switch. The switch socket is corroded and does not immediately yield to your touch, but the lumen changes color to blood red, and the whirring of deactivated airlocks rises up from the depths of the ship.
Heavy letter contain blasphemous tenets. It speaks my essential emperor progenitor in him pending coming, stomach miraculous.
Is its own reward.
An offering of blood.
Ouch. Yeah, we might really need to have
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me?
think over this again.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Rejoice in service. Actions will you have been judged and found wanting. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
You know what?
And so shall it be
Fuck it.
done.
Buff everyone up.
The Emperor commands.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith.
Okay.
I'll do
Let's
it.
see what we can do here.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
for the throne's glory.
Yeah, we have that buff up again. Great.
The Emperor is on our side. Alas, no. Let's see to it.
How much Word of the Emperor? Every additional stack is increased resolved by... Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
There's one.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Isn't this a job for the serfs? If only that were possible.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
And it's running away again. Okay, great. That took down half the health.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. Rejoice in service.
Let's see to it.
The blood freezes in your veins.
Okay.
And so it shall be done. I cannot comply. I will not be deterred.
Okay.
Trust me.
And they're just running away.
As the Emperor commands, I act. To you, my Emperor!
Okay, that was
Faith without
anticlimactic,
deeds
but
is
yeah.
worthless.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
I have read tomes of military tactics. I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'll paint your death in colors.
Death comes in silence.
What do we have? What do we have? That is currently not active. Okay, fair enough.
As honor ordains. My blade whispers your name. I cannot serve you in this way. Caught by the web. As the tenets demand, the other side awaits. As honor ordains.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Can I? I can hit you. Okay, can I get one step closer and see you?
I'm afraid not. Do not dare ask.
The shadows will see it done.
Okay. Can't see you. Can't see you.
High momentum. May the Divine's will be done!
Can't see anyone here.
The Emperor commands.
As honor ordains. Let your soul be purged.
Okay.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed, as thou hast willed.
Okay, you have that, you have that. Great. We are going to do
For
that
the
then.
throne's glory.
And then we're going to charge into you. And then you run that way. Okay. Great.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Request approved. Significant value.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Can I see you? No, I cannot.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Can I see you? No, I cannot.
Trust me, death is a blessing.
Okay. I think we
With
have
each step,
discovered
I
everything.
forge my destiny among the stars.
We can't really loot the corpses, can we? No, we can't. Nope. Too bad. Okay, so we're going to return to the void ship. That is not a great thing. Not a great thing. Quick. Okay, let's scan this. More plasteel. We're at the stage now where we have enough extractiums to just continuously kind of scan and take everything into consideration.
A small planet gently wrapped in amber forests greets you with a ruby-colored dawn. Basil von Dem Plick, the local governor, gives the rogue trader a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if Harold von Valancius would like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt.
Yeah.
After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of a golden forest. Basil von Dem Plick points at the sky. A flat disk rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty, you can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of wind. The governor nods with satisfaction, and a few shapes step into the clearing. Their bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance to the throaty cackling of their brethren, turning the bony growths and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands toward the unnatural thing in the sky.
Order meant to
Having armed
eliminate it.
themselves with flamers and chain swords, your party cleared out several acres of nearby forest. The scouts report destroying several villages inhabited by heretical entities. Basil von Dem Click excitedly explains that the creatures you saw are the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle his chariot shines its light upon the world and bestows transformations upon his most ardent followers. The rogue trader may become one of his heralds.
Execute the governor on the spot.
The governor's head separates from his neck with a distinctive squelch. Black and brown blood seeps into the soil beneath his corpulent body and is immediately transformed into a writhing tangle of worms that burrow deep into the ground with unnatural speed. You return to the ship pondering what to do with the world and, more importantly, what to do with the King of Distortion.
Order recruit and course towards the King of Distortion.
The senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from the twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. The chaplain advises you to get ready for a potential encounter with spawn of the archenemy, so it may be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics, sacred wards, or blessed effigies of the Emperor. Aflame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disk trembles slightly beyond the endless windows on the captain's bridge as the rogue trader's ship approaches its center. Another worldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? The officers on the bridge look around, perplexed. Their eyes are full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs. But most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence.
Command the entity to release the minds of the Amber Worlds in its grip.
The king's mocking laughter rings in your ears, and a deep red trickle runs slowly from your nose and over your lips, leaving an aftertaste of salt and metal.
Order a shipwide 1,000-voice prayer voice ceremony for protection of the Amber World Imperium. Yep.
Deafening gong strikes are heard across hundreds of decks. Your eyes are misted with red and your gums bleed as your subjects fall to their knees all at once, in a shared prayer to the God Emperor. The holy relics from the ship's temples melt from the ardor of your speech, and the entity screams and writhes inside your brain, struggling to break out. Many drop dead during the first minutes of the prayer, unable to resist the corruption. However, others immediately take their place, unfazed by the sight of their fellows turning to dust in seconds. Then a nauseating stench engulfs the ship's decks like a wave, causing people to retch forth their innards. Finally, every deck is plunged into darkness. Ghosts of the past walk among the living, stealing breath from those weak of spirit. And still the prayer is not extinguished. It is hard to tell if the prayer service has lasted several hours or several days. At some point, you feel your very essence overflow with heat and power, and then, the intruding will falters. The distorted disk vanishes from the void ship's augers, as if it had never been there, and at long last, everything is quiet. As everyone slowly recovers from what just happened, reports begin to come into the captain's bridge. You've lost a third of your crew in the unequal fight, and the fortunate survivors are going to take quite some time to come round. All hail the rogue trader. The golden forests of Amber World look enchanting, even from orbit.
Claim yourself sovereign of Amber World.
From that moment the world belonged to the rogue trader alone. Your people eradicated the settlement's housing and the unclean followers of the profane cult. The corruption instilled by the King of Distortion loosened its grip, and the estates of Amber World can breathe a sigh of relief thanks to the efforts of their new ruler. Yet malicious servants of the archenemy still lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to wrap the planet in a web of heresy. Evil does not simply disappear without a trace.
Okay. The band tribute.
Relieved to be free from the archenemy's yoke, the planet's subjects gratefully send you their humble gifts.
Okay. Still having problem with people, huh? People is the major problem.
The plasma drive crew is begging for help. Thin and graceful warp creep.
Slanesh, I think. Thin and graceful. Yeah, Slanesh.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 years.
My wrath shall deform and reduce you to nothingness.
Okay.
Look out! Embrace excess!
Suffering is part of the trial.
Emperor, protect me.
I can handle this.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I refuse. As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. Good.
I'll do what it takes.
Don't touch me. Emperor, protect me.
Naturally.
A gloomy premonition clouds the mind.
More trouble than it's worth. I won't object to it.
Okay.
Brink of agony. For now.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Reload. Okay. Only have 1 point left. Yep.
Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay.
As duty demands.
Okay.
Quick! Quick! I can't stand it.
Advancing.
This way!
No. You're going here. Then you're stabbing this person here.
As honor or
Fine.
killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me.
Okay. And you got 3 stacks.
The shadows will see it done. I shall not fail. As honor ordains.
Okay. I don't think I can shoot anything, sadly enough. Yeah, no. Nothing is within my range.
I won't suffer this.
Is it within bird range? Yeah, it's within bird range, yeah.
My soul sings in ecstasy. Minds exist only to be broken.
Emperor, protect me!
Death is a blessing.
Emperor, protect me!
Okay, we are going here with you.
In battle. Doubt is for the weak.
And the guy back here. Okay.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay,
I'll
bye
do
bye.
it.
You missed. Too bad.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
15.
To
Okay.
the brink of agony.
But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory.
Heralds of the War. What does that do to you? What does that do? Oh, you actually have that one immunity to it. Okay, yeah, great.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
As the tenant caught by the killing brings me no pleasure. The shadows will step is a blessing.
Your corrupt way has failed you.
Okay.
Know your
Good.
duty.
Then we're heading out. Again? Dum, dum. Yep. I'm not surprised they only have knives. There's nothing really we can do. Upgrade the RAM? No, not really, but we will repair the hull.
The clan servicing the cooling systems have reported an incident of sorcery.
Purify.
The controlled scorching of decks is a labor-intensive but very familiar process for the voidsman serving under the ship's Infernus Master. The evacuated emergency aboard the void ship.
Okay. What are we having here now? No, this is kind of the mid to end game, or we're entering mid game, kind of. And it's just murder everything.
without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Okay.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
What is it? You don't have a second weapon on you. That might be a good thing to actually
As
get.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Help me, Lord Captain.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it. I won't do that. Let's see to it. I'm done with this one.
Okay.
I bring mercy and retribution. I shall not fail.
You know what? Fuck it.
Aim for the heart next time.
Okay. It is you. You know what? I think the person who can do the most is up there.
Serfs?
But of course, Lord Captain. Naturally. Let's see to it.
I am a navigator,
Okay, and
not a
then,
servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Your end is nigh. Actions will have been judged and found wanting. Another step towards our ultimate victory. Rejoice in service. I will not be deterred.
And
The Emperor commands.
yeah, yeah.
Under this equation, your life is a negligible variable.
And move the servo skull up. Okay.
Rejoice in service.
Okay, so pink horror back there, blue horror there. Okay.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll
We're
do
going
it.
to do that.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. You, my Emperor! Faith without deeds is eradicated.
Okay, good.
Doubt is for the weak.
Negligible.
Pink horror, and then it's Henrik's.
I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. Naturally. Not sanctioned to do this. Let's see to it. Your reckoning is due. For the throne's glory.
Yeah, you
But of
can't.
course, Lord Captain.
You can't go down there without anything. Okay. You are just going straight for that one. And
Trust me.
okay. Okay.
My vow is to serve.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the
I think
serfs?
that is the best thing to do.
No.
Let your soul be purged.
Can I actually see one of them? No, I can't. That also means that this move is safe to do as well,
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
which is great.
I never felt painted black.
Right?
Your defiance is futile. Your corrupt way has failed.
And
This is beyond me.
yeah, I can't use the ego at all. Too bad. Wait.
I cannot comply.
I will not die in dishonor.
Okay.
Let the faith guide.
These are just XP runs at this
An
point.
offering of blood.
It just gives a bit of XP for doing the combat, but honestly, it's just meh. Okay, we are now here again. Great. Lava World. Simple diversions.
The world is preparing for an annual event fiercely popular among the common folk, a Groxback race across the central continent. Hundreds of participants have been raising and training the beasts just for this occasion.
Give the participants a weapon to make the race more entertaining. Complacency and efficiency. Personally, oh fuck yeah. Personally take part in the race, send out invites to the representatives of dynasties as more prominent allies. Yeah.
Stupefied by the rogue trader's attention, the people watch in awe as the Lord Captain overtakes the other competitors and prevails in the race. The rogue trader's reputation grows, both among the common folk and with his allies.
Okay. Dreamless. 6 times 0 is still fucking 0. Milestone, the Abyss. Are we just doing this out of just... You know what? Fuck it. We're doing Test of Will. See if we can actually get more people. I highly doubt we're going to get more people, but yeah. Okay, so we have these two here, and we also have... What? I thought we traveled there. I'm pretty sure we traveled there. Okay, so... Let's start down here. We have... Not explored? Okay. Auger anomaly. Distress signal. We've already taken care of that. Magnetic storm. Auger anomaly. Abandoned camp. Jungle world. Milestone. Fayette's rebel base. Unforeseen event. Gutted void station, exploration void station, both explored, I'm pretty sure. Unidentified ruins, we did that as well. Teresa, we did that. Okay, let's...
It was discovered that one of the smaller vats in Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater, instead contained a liquid. Emergency. Servitors.
Oh, servitors. Yeah, it should be fairly easily overcome.
The impure cannot escape their fate.
Okay, so it's servitor, Kabbalah. Ouch.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. As the tenant's killing brings me no pleasure, the shadows will see it done. Caught by the web. As honor ordained, let your soul be purged. Come, the other side waits.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, okay, and that one is not.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Reveling slaughter. Run and gun.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands,
hey.
I act.
Come on, do we have some good shots? You know what? I'll apply a bit more of those on you. And, yeah.
Ability analysis successful. Running binaric override.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we're doing this. First,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
you there. Then we
If I may.
his turn. And we take this.
I won't object to it.
And we buff that.
Surfaces around are covered with mucus.
Then we can make use out of
Let's see
that.
to it.
That's your turn. Then we take you. Roll
Isn't this a job for
that
the serfs?
into that. Okay, and then suddenly a lot of
If only
things.
that were possible.
Suddenly a lot of things will die.
But of course, Lord Captain. I'm done with this one.
Okay.
Let's see to it. For the throne's glory. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Okay. So, plan right now.
And so shall it be done. Actions will let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Why don't I have that much damage? I say that as I just one-shot another one.
I will not be deterred. Rejoice in service.
I shall not fail. Caught by the web.
And so shall
How
it
much
be
damage
done.
do you have? Okay, a fair amount of damage.
Rejoice in service.
How much damage do you actually do against? Hello.
Death is a blessing.
Okay.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Okay,
Caught by the web.
that like that.
I would that
And
I
then we
could.
can jump back here and strike you again. Okay.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. I am his will made manifest. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Really?
Try hard next time.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Really?
I won't go down easy.
Emperor,
There
give me
is
strength.
just that one left then.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Okay.
The divine watch is over us.
And back to the expanse we go. All of them go straight to cargo. Yeah. They're so back and forth with events, honestly, that some of them are absolutely fucking amazing, and honestly, a lot of them are dog shit. Really dog shit. What was it I was thinking about? Jumping down
During
here.
the warp voyage, the navigator's sanctum reported there are warp reefs right on the ship's course. Following the Lord Cap, and the lower decks rang with the unbearable screeching of tearing plasteel. A razor-sharp reef edge had cut into the hull. The void ship is in the clutches of the warp elements. A whirlpool has suddenly emerged and is threatening to throw the ship off course and leave the helpless crew at the mercy of the Sea of Souls. Only the navigator's talent can save hundreds of people from madness or death.
Okay. That's what we wanted to visit. We wanted to actually see this place. Organ anomaly, abandoned camp. Oh, okay, bottomless pit. We've been here. That I know for a fact. We've been here.
Let us walk this path to the end.
The darkness swirls beneath your feet, a void of impenetrable gloom. The bright daylight cannot. Heinrich peers into the darkness in the depths of the pit. You feel the touch of an otherworldly chill. The interrogator arches an eyebrow.
Whatever this, phenomenon may be, there is no warp sorcery within it.
Lean over.
At the edge of your consciousness, you sense something slimy and intangible answering your invitation for contact. It seeps into your thoughts.
Step away.
Each step takes a tremendous effort. It feels as if you are being smothered from the inside, grinding your very being to dust to the point where your heart just might jump out of your chest. But you stubbornly continue walking until the alien thoughts release you, and the illusion immediately falls away.
Okay. Whoever climbed into a hole that sucks up light, hey, hats off to you. You're fucking crazy. Resources. Yeah, no. We can do that.
A report shows up on your personal cogitator screen. Unknown ships are towing the Interstellar Sextant, a cargo ship belonging to one of Footfall's wealthiest traders. It looks like the pirates have bitten off. As soon as they see you, the escort ships charge in.
Okay. I don't remember how it was we did this now, but it was somehow we did this. Was it you needed to wound the ship? Or was it you didn't need to wound the ship?
Activate the Geller field. Emergency warp jump in 3, 4.
Oh, internal fire. Heavy content, beam persuasion. Internal light damage, cripple the ship for 1 round. Yep.
Three. We surrender.
Come on.
Bloody throne, we're gonna die. What's taking so long with the engines?
Oh, don't worry. The achievement for killing so many... Dorsal fires 2 shots, short range. No, don't think that's relevant for us. Tech, let's go with that. And actually grab that.
The ship's augurs have detected an explorator base set up in the middle of the jungle. Enforcers sent to scout the area have returned and are reporting that the camp is completely deserted, and the only tech priest they encountered was found dead on the edge of a strange abyss that had split the planet's surface. Judging by the notes left behind at the camp, he had pushed all his companions into the abyss, one after another, and remained forever motionless at the brink, waiting for tidings. As the tech priest fell into a deathly trance, his servo skulls guarded him until the end, but could not save their master from dehydration.
Okay. So that's fixed as well. Sadly enough, I'm actually going to call it here. I have a few things I need to fix. Finish off, get some cooking done, and a few things like that. So that is going to be it for me today. I want to wish everyone a good day, and yeah, in a couple of hours we're back with Baldur's Gate 3. Hope I'll see you then.